Hi, and welcome back to Learn with Ijeoma. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the cloning feature in BookBolt. Now, cloning does exactly what it sounds like. It makes a duplicate or a clone of something. There are two types of cloning that you can do inside the BookBolt tool. You can either clone an entire page, so that way you don't have to copy and paste all the elements on a page if you really like how you've built a particular page. Or you can clone individual elements on a page. So let's say you have an element or a design that you want to replicate on multiple pages. Instead of copying and pasting, the cloning function does that for you. So today I'm going to show you how to do both types of cloning. So the first one I'm going to show you how to do is cloning an entire page. So this is my first page. So let's say you have a page that you just really like and you've put in a lot of effort to create it, and now you want to duplicate it or replicate it throughout your book or on multiple pages. We're going to clone that page. So right here you can see in the left margin, I have the page selected that I'm working on, and it has these two elements on it. So we have the butterfly and the bow. So let's say I want to clone this page to, say, the first 5 pages of the book. What you're going to do is right here in the left panel, go ahead and right click on the page, and it gives you this menu. So next you will select clone this page, and now it shows you all the pages in your book. In this book that I'm working on, it's a demo book, I have 50 pages. Now you can either select all so that the design is cloned to all pages, or you can, if you decide you don't want it on all pages, as you see here, it's even included the cover. You can click on the pages that you want to not have that page cloned to, or you can go ahead and deselect all. Now, the other thing you can do is if you want to clone the page onto a range of pages, you can click this select from and say I want to have this page cloned on pages from pages 7 to 10. I will put here page 7 from, and see how it says inclusive. That means that that page that you put in is going to be included in the pages that will have this cloned feature. And then select OK, and then it's going to ask you to, which means to what page do you want this page to be cloned to, and I'm going to say page 10, and this is also inclusive, which means that page 10 will also have the cloned design, and I'm going to say OK. And if you notice here, it has highlighted pages 7, 8, 9, and 10, which tells you that those pages are going to have what is on the source page here cloned onto them. And so I'm just going to move myself over here so that you can see. So in the right lower corner it says clone. So now we're going to clone the entire page that we've selected as our source onto the pages that we have selected. Before I do that, I want to show you what your other options are. You can clone by rules. So let's say you want to clone all the even pages, or only the even pages in the first half of the book or in the second half of the book. Same thing with the odd pages, all odd pages or all odd pages in the first or second half of the book. Or if you want the whole first half of the book to have one look and the whole second half of the book to have a look. So those are your options. BookBolt is very flexible in giving you different options when it comes to cloning pages. So I'm just going to keep what I've selected, pages 7 through 10, and then I'm going to go ahead and click clone. Now be very sure that when you clone a page, that's what you want to do, because it's not reversible. But if you do make a mistake and you decide you don't want to clone that page or onto a certain page or something, or you pick the wrong pages, I'll show you how you can work around that. So go ahead and click on clone, and then it tells you this content of selected pages will be replaced. So this is really important if you've already put some other content on the pages that you're cloning to. Just be aware that when you clone another page to them, you're actually replacing the content that you already have on that page. In this case, I have nothing on the page, so it doesn't matter. But if you already have something on those existing pages, do this with caution. And it says this action cannot be undone. Are you sure? And if you are sure, select OK. And so I've selected OK. And so now you can either scroll down on the left margin to see the pages, or you can click on this eye icon here and it will give you the book view. So there you can see page 7, 8, 9, and 10 all have been cloned to look like the source page. So they have those two designs on them. Now, another thing I do want to point out to you is, well, first of all, this is the list view. It shows you all your pages as a spread. The book view would be if you want to flip through page by page, you can click on book view, and if you hit next and next and next, you're now clicking through page by page. Okay, so let's go back to the list view. Another feature I do want to point out to you on the list view, this is the normal view. So the sizes are what they consider the normal sizes. If you want more pages at once, click on small and it makes them smaller. In this case, now I can see all 50 pages in the book that I am creating. And then finally, if you want to see them large, then just click on large and you get a bigger view of the pages. So that's how you clone single pages. Entire pages. Now, if you just want to clone an element that's on a page, so say I only want to clone this butterfly and I want to clone it on other pages. What you do in this case is you select just the element that you want to clone. And again, this cloning feature saves you from copying and pasting, which can be very tedious if you have a lot of pages in your book. So you're going to go ahead and select the element that you want to clone. And then over here, this sheep icon, click on that. That's your clone tool. It says, when you hover over it, see how it says clone objects? Click on the sheep icon. And now you can specify how you want this cloned. Now, over here at the top, you have two options: add above existing objects or add below existing objects. This is referring to the layer that the cloned object is going to go on. Do you want it to sit on the layer on top of things that you already have on the page that you're cloning it to? Or do you want it to be on a layer that's behind elements or lines or words on the pages that you're cloning it to? So that's a decision you'll have to make. Now, I like to put a faint background on some of my journal pages so that they have a design but it's light on the pages. So actually, let me do that. So let's say I'm cloning this and I just want it to be a background. I'm going to go ahead and move this bow out. And so what I would typically do is I've selected the image and I will reduce the opacity. That's the stroke. So I'll go ahead and reduce the opacity on the image so that it's nice and light on the background. There, you can still see it. And then now, say I want that to be the background on my pages. I'm going to go ahead and select it like I have here. And then I'm going to click on the sheep icon. That's my cloning icon. And the other thing to note down here is you can actually decide on what position you want it to be. You can have it offset to the left, to the top, and you can also change the size of it. In this case, I'm going to keep everything the way I have it because I just want it as a background on my pages. And then I'm going to click copy to other pages. And then this looks familiar to you, I'm sure. So now you can select the pages that you want it copied to. So let's say I want this as a background on all my pages. I'm going to select all, and then I'm going to click on the cover to deselect the cover because I don't want it on the cover. And now that I've selected all pages, it's highlighted all the pages. So it's showing me that it's going to perform this action on all the selected pages. Alternatively, like I showed you before, and in fact, let's have some fun here. I'm going to go ahead and deselect all, and I'm going to use one of these rules instead. So I'm going to say, put this image, copy it to all the even pages on the first half of the book. And as you can see, it's highlighted all the even pages only on the first half of the book, and it goes up to page 24, and that's because this is a 50-page book. So the even pages only in the first half will have it, and I can go ahead now and click copy, and you can see that was the spinning thing was turning. You might have missed it. You can rewind to see that again. And over here in the left panel, you'll see that it has been copied to all the first half of all the even pages in the first half of my book. And let's go ahead and do the book view so that you can see that this is the list view. You can see here it's copied successfully to all the pages. Even the ones that we had stuff on. And in this case, I had it set to put it on a layer behind what was already on my pages. So that's why on this page, you can see that it's actually on the layer behind the first two elements that were copied before. So that's how you use the cloning feature within BookBolt Studio. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you want to try out BookBolt, I'm going to put a link in the description of this video. And you can go ahead and try it out. They have a 3-day free trial. And if you do want to subscribe, I will put a code in the description as well, and that code will give you 20% off your subscription for as long as you remain subscribed to BookBolt. And the link I will put is an affiliate link, and what that means is if you use the link to sign up, I will get a commission. It's a percentage of the sale, but it does not affect your price. And in fact, if you do use the code LEARN, you will get 20% off your subscription to BookBolt. Thank you for watching this video, and subscribe to my channel Learn with Ijeoma to get notifications when I release more videos. If you have any special requests about any tutorials that you would like to see on BookBolt or any of the other software tools that I cover on this channel, go ahead and leave a message in the comments or on my Substack. All the links will be in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.